Brittany Cartwright is not done exposing Jax Taylor. I mean, actually, I think she's done with Jax Taylor bullshit, basically, And she's literally going out of her way every single time that she can to show the truth because Jax Taylor keeps changing the narrative, keeps lying about so many things. And at some point, when it's going to be enough, you know what I mean? We need to talk about all of this, but before we start, welcome back. I'm the real Andy of Beverly Hills. Welcome to another piece of tea. Make sure to subscribe right now and hit that notification bell because over here we talk about Bravo every single day. All right. Okay, so let's talk about this mess. Look, Jax Taylor is a walking lie, you know? And I think we are all tired of making excuses for him, and especially Brittany. I think Brittany has been the ultimate, um, cover wife, right? I think she has been the ultimate person who stood by Jack's side no matter what, and cover for him over and over and over. And I think even after they separated, I think she still protected him because she loved him. I think one of the hardest parts to see this separation that is being playing out in front of our eyes is the fact that we can see how Brittany was still very much in love with Jack Taylor. See the pain behind her eyes, seeing how every single thing that he was doing, it was breaking her heart a little by little. I mean, we literally see it on every episode, and I feel like I could relate so much to her because she's the kind of person who does not want to break down. That's why she's always laughing because that's her defense mechanism, and is this like nervous laughing because she just wants everything to be nice. She doesn't want to live in a world of negativity and all of that. But at some point, it's just way too much, right? And that's the part that really breaks my heart. Like she has this moment when she realized, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this anymore, and she still, well, I don't know, like not right now, but like in the show, this was filmed 6 7 months ago. She was still very much in love of Jax, and seeing her heart being broken episode after episode after episode has probably been one of the hardest things to watch, right? But I'm very happy that she has literally decided and took it upon herself to say no more, you know, and to stand up for herself and to expose Jax, on the show. Now, I mean, for example, everything that she exposed from this fake account, and all of that, and how he will cheer for himself, and all of that. That's the kind of things that she's like tired. She's like, I just don't want to be doing this anymore. Like, I am done with the lies. I am done with the fakeness. And I think that's what Jax really needs. I think Jax has lived a life of zero accountability when no one has ever told him anything wrong, where he has always been said how amazing he is, how incredible he is, how he is, the star in every single person's life. And he mixed that with his, bipolarness and all of that, created a monster, right? So I think it actually is going to be very beneficial for him to be in a group of people who are tired of his bullshit, who is going to be standing up to him and calling him out over and over, and don't let him pass one thing, We have seen it more and more, right? I mean, we have people like Zach standing up to him, Kristen standing up to him, of course, Brittany, but like more people are just like, you have no power over us anymore. Like we don't really need you anymore. Even if Jax were to be fired, I think the show will still survive. You know what I mean? And I think that's a powerful thing that I'm hoping is worthing something for what? for him to get better. I have no idea. So, anyways, now Brittany is also coming forward because on the last appearance of What Happens Live, Jax Taylor had to tell another lie, And Brittany was like, I am not having this. I am calling this out and I'm setting the record straight. Now, Brittany, last season of the Valley, Brittany moved out of the house she shared with Jax and their son. And at the time, the couple was fighting often, and Brittany and Cruz then stayed in several Airbnbs while Jax remained in the home. Now, Andy asked Jax on camera why he didn't leave the house, and why he made Brittany and Cruz move out of the house. And this is what Brittany is saying. She says, Jack's answer was like, that is not true. She didn't give me an option. She just packed up her stuff and left. And there was never any conversation about it. And that burned me alive because we have so many fights leading up to whenever I left, where I had told him either I was leaving or he was leaving. And he said to me verbatim that this is his house and he will never leave, period, knowing that that meant that me and Cruz had to get out of the house. According to Brittany, Jack's lie really upset her. She says, I even text him afterward and I was like, I will be clearing this up because how dare you say that? I had been in like 6 different Airbnbs or something crazy during this time, and I had offered him numerous times to switch. So Cruz and I could move back into our home, and Jax could stay in the Airbnbs that I was paying for. And he said no. So I just want to make that clear. Last season, Jax continually insinuated that Brittany had a drinking problem. Many fans accused Jax of gaslighting her in front of the cast. Shortly after, cameras picked up for season 2, and Jax checked into rehab for cocaine use. And supposedly, he has been sober now for some months. Okay, I don't know. That's it. I, when it comes to Jax, Brittany, again, it has been so heartbreaking, but I feel that sometimes things need to happen for a reason. And I think that honestly, if Jax wouldn't have agreed to give that house to them so fast, I believe that Brittany wouldn't have said, "Oh, see, he's changing. He's so nice. He's making this for us. Let's work this together." You know? So I don't know if she can see it yet, but I believe that even though it was such an asshole move, it really gave Brittany the strength to say, this asshole doesn't even give a shit about his son, you know? So, and give him the last push to actually fell off love, to actually file for divorce, to actually make some changes for her own life and her own well-being, you know? And I sometimes, the universe is not gonna give us what we want right away. The universe is not gonna come here with a silver plate and say, "Oh, look, take everything." Sometimes we have to go through a lot of shit. Sometimes we have to like really hit our own rock bottom to really understand ourselves and to be able to move on into what really is good for us. So I'm not happy that Jax put her through all of this hell, but this hell happened for a reason. And now Brittany is able to stand on her own feet, to call him all of him on his bullshit, to see who he really is. And hopefully she's gonna be able to move on with her life and actually be happy, you know? So it is what it is sometimes. But it is very heartbreaking, but I have to applaud Miss Brittany Cartwright. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think on the comments below. How do you feel about Jack's line again? And if you want to get all the tea related to the Valley or any of the other Bravo shows, make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around. See ya! Bye!
Welcome to the Real Andy of Beverly Hills Show.